Introducing the latest cutting-edge light from Phantom, the PhotoBio MX, an LED like no other. PhotoBio MX is designed specifically to increase crop yields and maximize growth. This 680-watt fixture delivers 15% more light to your canopy while using 35% less power versus DEs. The high-efficiency, contiguous circuit board delivers unparalleled light uniformity to the canopy so your crop flourishes. The PhotoBio MX advanced performance stems from its innovative S4 spectrum. It is a highly efficient full spectrum with a healthy red-to-blue ratio to drive photosynthesis, and penetrates deeper into the canopy, triggering desirable photomorphogenic responses to give you the vigorous growth and optimized flower development you're looking for. The MX is strategically designed to keep diode temperatures low to keep your yields high. The heavy-duty aluminum alloy structure features 4 6-inch wide heat sinks recessed 3/4 inches below the frame, allowing heat to dissipate and the fixture to breathe. It's that kind of thoughtful design, backed by extensive testing, that results in a high-performance fixture with rock-solid reliability. The PhotoBio MX is a slim-profiled fixture with a remote-capable driver, providing flexibility that not all LED fixtures have, so you can customize it to fit your situation and goals. And mounting the driver below the fixture leaves ample space to get more vertical plant growth. The PhotoBio MX LED provides high durability and increased flexibility to address your growing needs. It's rated IP65, lab verified to be liquid and dust resistant, creating a more dependable fixture. When paired with an ancillary controller like the Autopilot PX, the Photo Lock Control provides you with even more control capabilities for your light delivery. The new PhotoBio MX from Phantom. Extraordinary performance, extreme efficiency, exacting design. Power your grow with the new PhotoBio MX LED. Learn more at phantombio.com and hydrofarm.com.
I'm performing podcasts. So you might. What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Talk It Out Tuesday. I'm your host, Chris Fisher, aka Purple Harez Gardens, coming at you yet again from the McDonald's parking lot. Right before that last commercial ended, some lady came out and got in the car next to me and was just like staring at me all funny. Like, what am I doing? Like, what did I do? I'm just chilling in the parking lot. Don't mind me. Oh, guys, we're going to jump right to it tonight, I think. We got a big night coming up. We got a few guests. We're going to get up at 2 different times. I tried to get that all organized to everybody together, but everybody's traveling right now. I'm out of state. I'm in the truck right now. The first guest, he's going to be in his car more than likely. I don't know. He said he may be driving. The second guest, for sure, may or may not be in his car, but he may be coming up a little later in the live. So just timing didn't quite work out with everybody 100%, but we're all here together. We're going to do it tonight for sure, and we got some big things going. First and foremost, I want to get started by saying this. Tonight's goal for views is 150. If we reach 150 views tonight, the first guest coming up is going to drop a free pack of beans from his new drop that hasn't even happened yet. It's coming up October 1st. So those won't actually ship out. The winner of those won't actually ship out until October 1st, the date of the actual drop date. So that's our goal. As always, hit those reactions, tag all of your friends, and share this live out wherever you can. Right now, we're at GrowFam TV on Facebook, Purple Harez Gardens YouTube, GrowFam Homestead YouTube, GrowFam on X, GrowFam on Rumble. I've also shared this out to Purple Harez Gardens group, Purple Harez Gardens, the page. For some reason, I wasn't able to link this broadcast to the page to shoot it right there directly, so I just had to share it. Hopefully it all gathers all of the views and all of the all the viewers can get from there over to the GrowFam TV, which is what I shared it from. So we should have a huge number of folks. We're at 70 viewers already. So, we're 7 minutes into the live, guys. I don't think 150 people is going to be an issue. If everybody hops on board, we got to start tagging, sharing, and getting everybody in here. It's about to be a hell of a night. Let's start with some comments. Who we got? We got Sheena Reinhardt in the house. As always, Cinda Paul, John Rando, Rose Buza, what's going on? Chaz Miller, Brian Hyde, we got Williams in the house, Brian Layton, Greg Mayer, Buckeye Gardner, Lee, what's going on, bro? I know you're just as excited for this show tonight as I am. This kind of all just fell in place real quick, somewhere around the end of this past week. The first guest that I'm gonna bring up just kind of hit me up and was like, "Man, you want to do a little live, do some promoting?" I was like, "Yeah, I love it. Let's get you up here and let's do it." We got the other guy that's going to come up later on board, and he was down. So I'd like to get first to what are we smoking on? As I watch the McDonald's employees carry out curbside pickups to the vehicles out here. These folks here, I think they're starting to recognize me by face and vehicle. Even though I drive 2 different cars here sometimes, they're all starting to recognize me and remember me as the guy that sits in the parking lot for a couple hours every Tuesday. I'm hoping maybe one of these times one of the employees will just come outside, ask me what I'm doing, and just be like, "Hey, you want to smoke? Jump on the truck, get on the live with me." Probably not, though. Our agenda for the night, guys, like I said, let's get into what we're smoking on. I'm going to jump through. We got the hashtag. Here it is. Here's the hashtag, guys. This is just running in the background. We've already got it up. I've got four folks. So make sure you're getting the spelling right, guys. I don't think caps matter, but it looks like I should have way more. I'm seeing a lot of the GrowFam. Here we go. Let's see. So, guys, if you're just coming in, throw up that hashtag GrowFam TV, shouting out who we're doing the lives for. Just trying to catch up on these comments. Deborah said, "I am on time for the first time." And actually, I was too today. I hit that little go live button right at 6:30 on the dot. Usually I'm about 5 minutes late. Me too. I'm always late. We got Brian Hyde. First time being here. This is Liddy. Well, thanks, man, for coming in. How did you hear about the live tonight? Was it through GrowFam Homestead, Purple Harez Gardens? Was it John through Napalm Gardens? Sammy Hop? Sammy Snow. We'll go with his professional name. We got Sir Stevo in the house. Thanks, man, for all your help trying to get me in and connected. Technology just hates me, bro. It just hates me. We'll get the kinks worked out. I was avoided through all the other nonsense with the issues, technical difficulties last week. So I guess it's just my turn. Right? Guys, I'm going to pack up a quick cone here. I've been a busy boy today. I got here to the spot about an hour ago to get set up and start getting ready for this live. I'm gonna smoke me a little bit of lemon. No, wait, this isn't lemon mints. This is Oreo Blizzard. Shit is tasty, 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 and delicious. Come on, focus in on me. Focus in for me. Focus for me. That's not gonna do it. What if I do this? It's not gonna do it. Oh well. You have to trust me, guys. It's pretty. Let me get this out of the way. Let me caught up here. See if anybody, what everybody else is smoking on tonight. Andrew Gorby said, Croptober is upon us. Not quite. We got a couple more days yet, but it's getting close. I know a lot of people were chopping already. I see a lot of people in Ohio chopping a little too early. Gotta listen to me. My best piece of advice on when to chop your plants, it's, in my opinion, outside. I'm a big outdoor guy, so outdoors, your buds will just look done when they're done. The folks that are chopping down their plants right now because A, they're scared rain's coming, B, they're scared the buds are too heavy, they're going to fall over when the wind blows. That's all poor preparation, and I'm suffering the consequences from that also. I got a lot of pictures and videos from Kylie back home. We got some issues there. We had a storm last night that even with my best attempts at training and staking and stringing up, a lot of those took the brute impact of the storm last night. Luckily, nothing snapped, nothing broke. A lot of things just were heavy with the water weight laid over. A lot of things are just laying over right now. Nothing's touching the ground, so that's a plus. Oh, yeah. William James, welcome. You're in for a good time. GrowFam is the absolute best. So, yeah, if you're watching right now and you're not following, I'm going to put them all out there. GrowFam, GrowFam Homestead, GrowFam TV. All of those across all the platforms. Purple Harez Gardens across all the platforms. That's as you see it. Well, I got to remove that hashtag. But as you see it right here below me, roll across the banner, Harez, Purple Harez, Harez. You can follow us on all social platforms. Sorry, guys. There's interesting looking folks up here tonight in the parking lot. It's true what they say. The freaks come out at night. Got another new one. Molly Smith coming in saying she's new here too. So guys, we're at 85 viewers. If you're coming in, hit those reactions, tag a bunch of your friends, just put start typing their name, hit it. When it pops up, it'll turn blue. And they'll get notified that we're live right now and you want them to come over here and watch this live with us. And right here's the man himself. There we go. Come on, this awesome show. This is Talking Out Tuesday with Purple Harez Garden. Special guest, Napalm Genetics. Be sure to tag your friends and share out this show. Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to get rolling here in just a minute, guys. I don't want to dawdle too long. I got some information I want to throw up about the harvest, dry, cure process here. And like I said, I think, hey, Kim, thanks for showing up. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you could make it. In my opinion, buds will just look like they're done outside. For the folks that are looking through a scope right now and going, hey, amber's amber, right? It's time to cut it down. Incorrect. I can take you back a week ago on plants that are 5-6 weeks in flower right now, take you back a week or two ago and show you amber trichomes on those also. It just happens. All those trichomes on all those buds are not going to develop all at one time at the same time. And you're going to find different trichome maturity and development on the top colas as opposed to the lower parts of the plant, which is why some people will do a staged harvest. They'll go out and they'll top all those colas off when they are done. They'll go another couple of days to a week. They'll move down the plant a little bit farther or just take the other half of the plant. There's a lot of ways to go about harvesting. Steps to prepare ahead of time, steps to take during the harvest, and the biggest, most important stage or phase of the entire cultivation process that you just went through. The months of waiting, hard work, patience, watering, training, trimming, defoliating, all the pictures, all the videos you took and shared online doesn't mean anything right now. What's going to make or break your harvest is what's about to happen in the coming weeks. If you've already cut your plant down, then The conversation about when to cut it is too late. Like I said, bud will look done to me. It'll swell. You'll get those calyxes that'll just look like they're about to bust. You're going to see those pistils or those white hairs go out and come back in and die off and recede. And they're going to do all of that stuff that they tell you to look for at harvest time, a lot of times through the growth and the flower phase. So don't just grab a mic because it's been 45, 55, 65 days, and that's what the breeder pack says. And that's when we're supposed to cut it, right? And they say, look for milky and so many amber, and at 50 days, 60 days, 65 days, cut her down because she's done. There's more to it than that, guys. For example, blueberry muffin. Everybody knows I love that blueberry muffin strain. I've done it for 2 years now outside. Last year, we cut it based off the opinion of the breeders, and even then I waited, I think, an extra week. This year, I'm going to go a little longer with it, because although it is an indica dominant strain, it does give you energetic effects if harvested at the window recommended by the breeder of 45 days. And me knowing what I know about the life cycle of cannabis, the maturity process of the trichomes or the crystals that we're looking at on the plant, I would like that flower to come out a little more relaxing and a little more sedated. So I'm going to let it go longer than the 45 days, 55 days that the breeder recommends. If I want to run 60 or 70, hey, I can do that. It's just going to be a matter of how past the point of THC degradation into CBN has occurred with the majority of the trichomes on a majority of the plant. And that's what we're looking at, not just because it says 45 days. My blueberry muffin right now is well into its 45 days of flower time, and it's still on the plant, still standing. It looks great. It smells great. I can't even show you a picture of it because the phone wouldn't connect to the laptop to take anything off this week. So I do have some slides I want to bring up real quick. And this is nothing like I dug through the science book, guys. This is, I did a quick Google search. Maybe. Oh, I never opened it. Hang on. I'm going to open one of these up real quick. And there's a couple different pics that I'm going to show you guys. It's just how easy it is. I just went over, found the quick Google search, like I said. Where is it? Try that again. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, it's a different. That's why. Let's try this one. See what it looks like. Is it going to work? You guys know me and my inability to operate the laptop sometimes. Aaron Proctor in the house. Peace Trees here. Derek Cartier. What's going on, guys? Got a lot of Ohio folks in the house tonight. Brian said, I heard about this through another group I'm in, and since I'm a very new grower, I wanted to come in and gather some information, so I got my pen and pad ready, sir. Awesome. Appreciate that, man. Kylie in the house. What's going on? There it is. Miss Purple Harez herself. I am live from Mickey D's. These people, like I said, these guys out here are starting to know me by what I look like. All right, I gotta. These comments are rolling so fast, guys. We're already at 107 viewers. We're already 20 minutes into the live. Let me get over here and get this up here real quick so we can keep moving. I'm gonna add this up to the stage. I don't know what we're gonna be looking at, but that's not it. Let's pull that back down. It's not that screen. It's not opening it up as like a picture for me is the problem. It's trying to open it up as a separate window tab. Open with, here we go. Open it up with photos. And now we should be able to share. Sorry for the delay, guys. I'll catch up here in just a second. Every time I click a button, it's like a delayed process for me. Here we go. I got it. There we go, guys. Let's get this up here real quick. I'm going to make this big screen for you. So again, this is just something I found online real quick. It's not anything written in stone or scientific facts, but we're going to go over it real quick because I think it does touch briefly on what I'm trying to talk about. If you guys can see that up in the top left square, it says step 1, cut down the plant. And that you can either do in stages, as in branches at a time. If you've got a smaller plant, you know, an indoor in a 5-gallon pot or something, you can probably snip that bad boy right at the base where it touches the soil. Hang the whole plant up to dry together. Even in my situation, outdoor up here in Michigan this year, I think I'm going to try to do that with these. All of these, just snip them, take the whole plant, hang it upside down. It's going to save me a lot of time and a lot of aggravation. Step 2, trim the extra leaves off. Now, you can even do that before you harvest the plant and cut down. I find it easier on a humongous outdoor plant to go through and just kind of strip off all those big fan leaves by hand while it's still standing up. Gravity is your friend in that case. When you hang those plants upside down and they dry, they start to kind of like wilt up and wrap under. It can make it kind of a pain in the butt to trim it off later down the line after you pull them off the strings before you put them into the jars. Step 3, hang buds to dry. No matter whether you do the whole plant or individual branches, you're going to want to hang those to dry. A couple important steps there. Darkness is key. We do not want those hanging in your bedroom with the mini blinds open and the sunlight coming through all day long. Sunlight will degrade THC after you harvest your plant. So darkness. And then we're going to talk here in a second about temperatures, relative humidity, moisture levels, and stuff like that. Step 4, buds feel dry. Small stems snap 4 to 10 days. I don't agree with that 100%. I like to do a long, slow dry process. I like to let mine go for 7 days to 14 days if I can. And with that process, I'm just slowly dropping the temps. I keep pretty constant all the time. The humidity, relative humidity, I let it be what it is. Over the next 3 to 4 days, I slowly bring that down a couple percentages. You know, if it's at 60, I'm bringing it down to 55, 50 over the next couple of days. I don't want to drop the drying room temperature and humidity to, 60, 50, whatever, instantly. Some people are going to disagree with me on that, but I don't want it to go in 2 days from 60, 70% relative humidity in that room to 49 or 50%. That's too fast of a dry. Relative humidity, temperatures, they all play a part in this. Low and slow. Cooler temps are going to be what you want. I like to keep it around 60 degrees. If you get to about 65, that's okay also. But I prefer 60 and 60 for the first day. And like, again, over the next couple of days to a week, I'm going to drop that from the 60% relative humidity down to the 50. After that, you're going to put the buds in some mason jars or your preferred method of curing. That could be harvest more bags, grove bags, your turkey bags, mason jars, whatever you want to use. Open the jars. If you're using jars, you have to burp those jars. Open daily for 1 to 3 weeks. And what that's going to do is exchange air inside the jar, release some humidity, and then when you close it, you're going to trap some more back in there to allow that moisture to slowly be released from the center of the buds out through the layers and not just have a crisp, dry, crunchy outside with a moist middle. That's how you're going to have other problems. Mold, powder, mildew, issues of that. So on the side note, buds feel wet, over 70% relative humidity. Place buds outside the jar for 1 to 2 hours during your burping process. If they still feel moist, 65 to 70, leave buds in the jar with the top off for 2 to 4 hours. The cure zone is 60 to 65% relative humidity. Anything under 55 is going to be too dry. So you want to leave it alone and rehydrate with the humidipack or, there's a lot of other tricks. I've heard of people taking like bits of lettuce, a piece of bread, stuff like that. Little tricks and stuff you can use. So here is a chart of a graph of the humidities that the world's top commercial growers use for drying. And if we look at this, 33.5% on both scales go between 50 and 60% relative humidity during the drying process. A lot of people start at 70. This is kind of my flow. Start it wherever it is and slowly bring it down at the finish. And you see there's people that do 67 to 72, 45% or less. There's a small percentage of folks that do all of these. It's going to matter how it works for you in your environment. If you live in New Mexico, your environment isn't going to be the same as the folks that live up here in Michigan. Two totally different planets. So you're going to have to use humidifiers, dehumidifiers, exhaust fans, circulation fans, and stuff like that if you live in a very humid area. If you're in a very dry place, well, then you won't need, a dehumidifier. You're going to probably want to actually monitor that and keep some kind of humidity in there, or else you will dry too fast. Here's a graph of some temperatures that the world's best commercial growers use for drying. And again, you'll see 56. I couldn't tell you what the transfer or conversion of Celsius to Fahrenheit is here, but 15 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius is what 56% of the people go with. And I'm going to guess that's going to be between the 55, 65 degree range. That's my best guess at that. And again, there's other people over here, 22%, 11% that do it other ways. I'm stuck right in here with these guys, the 56%. How long the world's top commercial growers dry their plants for? 56% of the top commercial growers out there dry for over 10 days. So like I said, I'm a fan of 14 days if I can stretch it that long. For another 44% say under 10 days. And again, that's going to be a nice split to show the comparison of it's all about the environment and the area that you're from or where you're trying to do this. It's not going to be the same for everybody, just like your growing environment wasn't the same for everybody. It's going to be different. There's things like this that are out now for your curing process, things like the Canitrol, where it's like a little mini fridge. You stick your buds in, it dries it, cures it, bang, some it's all set by the temperatures and the touch screen on top. And it really, I've never used it. I know some folks around here that love them, that have them and use them. But that's just one option, the Canitrol machine. The drop, you notice the little picture on the side here, the grow bags. We're all familiar with them, right? I know I used them last year. I loved them. And I'll probably be going with them again, the 27-gallon tote liners. And I'm not really keeping up with the comments right now, guys. If when I come back over to the main live here, I'll ask for any more questions if you have them. Throw them up at that point. But guys, we're at 107 viewers. We're getting closer to that 150 zone. Our first guest should be coming up here in just a few minutes. Once he lands and gets in through the link, I should probably be checking my phone to make sure he's not having any issues. Nope, looks good. All right. So back over to here, these are the Grove bags. These are another option, very popular option. There's other brands of these out there. One brand in particular would be called Harvest More, but I'm a firm user of the Grove bags. I've never used the Harvest More, but I've had product from the Harvest More bags, and they seem to do the job just as good as Grove does. Some tips from Grove bags themselves for drying. Before bagging, we recommend a 10 to 14 day dry at 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 60% humidity. Before filling your bags, your flower should measure 10 to 12% moisture using a moisture meter or using a water activity meter. There's another. Curing, place flour into the bags, leaving 25% of the bag empty, creating the headspace that will power our technology. No need to burp your bags, simply fill and allow to cure. Seal those bags up. You can use a heat sealing machine if you'd like to go that far. I didn't. I just used the zipper on top and it seemed to work just fine. Grove bags have a sealing temperature between 230 and 285 degrees. They're giving you instructions here on how to vacuum seal it, confirm that you can also use an iron. And then when you have the product, the flour in the bags, you want to store those again in the dark. Store in a cool, dark room around 60 degrees and 60% relative humidity and enjoy a hands-free cure, better terpene preservation, and maximum weight retention. And I can attest to all of that being facts. Good thing here, they come in different sizes. Oops, sorry guys, mic just fell over. Good thing is they do come in different sizes, and this is just showing a couple of them, the 80 bag, the quarter, the half, and the whole zip bag. And they do go up into like a 27-gallon tote liner and a 55-gallon barrel liner. So if you're really large scale, you can get large scale curing bags from this place. Quick example, guys. This is not my picture. These are all Google finds again. Quick example of how to do a small dry. You're going to do a little auto flower, maybe you just had a couple little plants in the house. You cut down each individual branch, trim them up real, hang them up like this. Simple, just in a dark closet. As long as you got some airflow in there every now and again, go in that closet once or twice a day, open the door, exchange the air, check on the buds. It's simple. There's not really much work. You can get crafty and make things out of things you would buy at like Walmart, the hardware store. I have seen some crazy inventions in the 20 years I've been doing this. People using refrigerator boxes and then poking bamboo sticks through them to hang their buds on inside of that. And then they just put little exhaust fans in the bottom of the box and some holes, man. And it creates the airflow you need to keep it just right. The biggest thing is don't worry about how ugly it looks, how cheap it is, or how expensive it is for your method. The thing is those two very important factors. It's starting to sprinkle on me. I better shut the sunroof. The two important factors are the temperature and the relative humidity. Maintaining that over 7 to 14 days, and you'll definitely be happy with your results. Another method, here's the method that's most popular, been the old school method, using the old ball mason jars. The turkey bag on top, I believe, is trimmings that they're trying to show you, but I do know people that cure in turkey bags, and you would not know the difference. I don't understand it. I've always thought that you couldn't do it that way. It would give you degraded product, but it works. Here's a little bigger scale. You notice the tags on all the branches. That's letting you know what strain is hanging off of each one of those hangers. This is kind of similar to how I do it, but I just hang the branches right on the chains. Another quick little guide. If you guys want to keep any of this info, feel free to screenshot it right now while it's on the live. I'm probably not going to touch base on much of this because we're running out of time for this segment, and I want to get John up here whenever he's ready. Again, just a quick little graph to follow, cut down the plant. It's going to ask you, do you have a controlled environment for drying? Yes. No need to trim now. You can dry trim later. No. Then you want to trim away those extra leaves like I talked about. My best suggestion on to trim or not to trim before dry. Think about, again, your temperature, your humidity levels. You don't want to put a fully fan leaf covered plant into a highly humid room, because as those fan leaves dry and drop, they're going to encase those buds on those branches, and it's going to trap some moisture in there, further slowing down your drying process. If you live in a very humid area, you don't want that. Trim it beforehand while it's alive on the plant. I'll just go through and pluck. Just they come off so easy in the last days. Like the yellow ones, the brown ones that are already half dead, they're going to come off real easy. The light pale ones, they might give a little tug, but with a little snap of the wrist, they're just going to pop right off. All the sugar leaves that are covered in trichromes, leave those alone. Don't cut them off yet. That's going to go into your trim pile after they dry. And that stuff is what you can use to make all kinds of goodies. RSO, FICO, can of butter. You can use the trimmings for making bubble hash if you prefer. There's all kinds of things you can do. And again, we're just going to do the same process. Hang the branches to dry them. Next step, check buds after 15 days. If the fan leaf stems snap easily, move on to the next step. If they don't, continue drying until the branches snap easily, then place in the curing process. So again, it's really not a hard process, but I'm going to browse through and make sure I didn't miss anything. It's not a hard process, guys. It's just you have to remember, like anything else, don't just listen to your friends that tell you how to do it because, they said they used to grow for a long time, but nobody's ever seen the results. Listen to the facts. If you Google search drying and curing cannabis, the information I just gave you is going to be all over the internet. Same information, same temperatures, same relative humidity. It's just going to be a process of whether or not people lock it in at one percentage and carry it through the whole dry, or if they start it out high and drop it down slowly. And again, personal preference, totally up to you and up to your environment. I'm going to jump back over into the comments real quick. And guys, don't forget, we do still have that hashtag ringing in the background. I should probably tell you guys what we're giving away though first, huh? I haven't even lighted my cone yet, but we are at 118 viewers. Tonight, guys, we are going to be giving away a Master Roach pre-roll and a GrowFam perma sticker, I believe. That's what I was told. So if you're just coming in, guys, let's get that up. I'm showing 56 entries on this GrowFam giveaway tonight. We're at 116 viewers, 98 reactions. We're getting most of them coming in from GrowFam TV on Facebook. We got about 14 coming in from GrowFam over on X, and a couple of you guys hanging out on Purple Harez Gardens and GrowFam YouTube. We appreciate it, no matter where you're watching from, as long as you're here watching. And don't forget, every night of the week on GrowFam TV, guys, there is a awesome live with an awesome person for you to watch every night of the week, only on GrowFam TV. I'm going to jump over here quick, check my phone. Make sure the guest not ready yet. You know what that means. It's time to smoke. Time to smoke. And since we do have a lot of new viewers here tonight, we're waiting on Napalm to show up now. So since we do have a lot of new viewers here, let's do a little advertising. Let's do a little shouting out. If you're new to the neighborhood, you might have noticed I'm wearing some swag merch over here from GrowFam. And that's not all they have, it's just hats. They got all kinds of shit on their website. How do you get a hold of it? You go right here. www.thegrowfam.com. Go check them out right after this live. Browse all of their categories. You can get an array of goodies from the website. The best thing on there that you could possibly get your hands on is going to be the GrowFam box. There's also awesome products by our friend Sir Stevo. His terp sticks are on there. There is just awesome products all over that website. So definitely go over and check them out. www.thegrowfam.com. And whatever you pick out, put it in your basket. Move over to the checkout. As you scroll down and enter your information, it's going to ask you for a coupon code or a discount code. Right there's what you want to put in. Purpairs 10, Harez, Purpairs 10. That's going to get you 10% off whatever you pick out at their website. Make it go away. Come on, back to the comments. I'm going to open it up real quick, guys, to questions, comments. I'm trying to catch up through the... Yeah, there we go. Try to catch up through the comments real quick. Patrick said, I'm always looking. That's me too, man. Always looking stuff up on Google, YouTube. Evan's in the house. Yeah, bro, we got you. You're here. Thanks for stopping in, man. He's been going through some trouble trying to get, he's had some accounts get taken, locked, hacked. He got kicked out. Because of that, he had to make a new account. He's been struggling for weeks to get back into the GrowFam and Purple Harez, and so I added into everything. Evan, bro, I appreciate you making the time to come in and hang out tonight. Stick around for a little bit. We'll have some guests. I'm just waiting on the man to show up now. There he is. He's here. I wanted to make sure you could get in. All right, so guys, I had like this really cool idea. I was going to make this dope video, little intro video for the man again. I've made one before. I was going to try to rework it and change the wordings on it. But I didn't get time. Lack of internet connection and lack of time just stopped me from getting that done. We are caught up on the comments. And guys, again, I'm smoking on some Oreo Blizzard tonight. Tell me in the comments what you're smoking on. I can't even get caught up on these comments. There they are. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna leave this. Where is it? Let's put this up. We're gonna put up Crystal's comments so everybody can see the hashtag still. Go over here to single mode. Press it again. There we go. All right. So without further ado, my apologies. We did a do. I'm going to bring up the first guest of the night. First guest of the night. I know you guys have heard me talk about him before. If you've been in my other groups, you've seen him on my lives before. I'm just going to bring him up. Man himself, John Wegman, Napalm Gardens. What's going on, bro?
How's it going?
Not too bad. I see we're rocking the same T-shirt tonight.
Yes, sir. So
The old
I was trying to get the link to load. Couldn't get the link to work.
Oh, it wasn't working.
Yeah, I think it was my connection. I don't think it had anything to do with the actual link.
Yeah, there's a lag on here too. You might notice. Huh?
No, I'm picking up on the lag. I get it.
Yep. So, real quick, let me check these comments. Looking for a uniform. Welcome, Napalm. Okay, looks like the people can see you. Everybody can see you. So, to my side here, the homie John Wegman from Napalm Gardens. Like I said, you guys have heard me talk about him before. You know I'm growing his Death Star out back in Ohio. I've hooked up with him in Cleveland a couple weeks ago. That'd be the second time I met up with you in person, man. And I got to say, not just because we're live, this is a hell of a guy. This is a hell of a dude. He's super laid back, super cool, super chill. I think he could probably sit and chill with anybody that's watching on this live right now, and you'd get along with him. No problem. So I'm going to stop talking. Before the live, I went ahead and prepped him a bit, and I said, look, I'm going to hand it over to you. I just want you to roll. Tell us your background. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And then, tell us about what you got coming up on October 1st.
All right, so obviously everybody knows me already. Napalm, John Wegman's real name. Background, why I got into cannabis, why I got in this whole thing. Obviously, I'm a veteran, combat veteran. Everybody knows, the benefits cannabis has with PTSD and everything like that. So that's why I got into the grow scene and the cannabis stuff. The shit's expensive, so that's why we're all here, right? Anyways, so that's kind of the background. I've been doing this about 8 years now. Got into breeding around like 2019, 2020 with my now deceased buddy. He's one of my best friends. Passed away in last year, so me and him started a company called Wedgie Balls Labs because my name's Wegman, Wedgie, and his balls are balls. So it was kind of a funny little spoof company. Started breeding that stuff. We got into that's how we kind of broke in to the cannabis industry and made the connections that I have today that are allowed me to, bring the genetics that I'm bringing to the table, make it available in Ohio. So from there, obviously, I've been hyping up the drop for a while now, the Death Star. I first released the clone back in March with, you. We did the live. That was the first time I got on the live with you. We did the Death Star clone drop. And then I got so much, I don't want to say pushback, but, for lack of a better term, just inquiries in general. Like, hey, you're going to do seeds, you're going to do seeds, you're going to do seeds. And then, I never really, breeding was never really my huge focus. I've always just been a flower producer. I've always been into, top quality flower and collecting heirloom strains and the newest, hottest shit out. But, my now deceased partner, Jordan, he always wanted to be the breeder. He wanted to get into that stuff. So, he's kind of been influenced in with so many people ask me about seeds and want me to start breeding again. I decided to do the Death Star drop. The 5 strains total. Well, I guess 4 strains. Because we did a Death Star S1, which is just Death Star to Death Star. It's feminized. All these are gonna be feminized seeds. I chose obviously that for obvious reasons. Ohio, we love Death Star. It's been around for 23 years now. It's ridiculous. I chose to go with. There's a couple different strains I chose to go with it. We got Cap Junkie. All these, in my opinion, all these are going to compare well with it. Cap Junkie. If anybody's ever had the cut or bought the flower from dispensaries or anything like that, they know it's kind of like a citrusy, gassy. You get some like lemon terps in there, which kind of is obviously going to pair well with Death Star being a gassy funk type of strain. Same thing with the Sub-Zero. That one's more of like I know there's a couple people like Jiff Trout. He's out there. You guys probably seen him. He's crushing the Sub-Zero 12 right now. It looks absolutely phenomenal. That one's Oreos, the super booth. So that is going to bring out some more like berry terps with some dough, like creaminess, mixed in with the gas from the Death Star, which is going to be phenomenal. That's probably one of my favorites. If I was going to hunt and keep a clone, it would probably be the Corey Saber, which is actually something I have in the works after we get into this SNOSA project. That'll be my next move, is to hunt out a bunch of the Sub-Zero Cross, the Corey Saber, and try and start doing some breeding with that. NF1, obviously Ohio being a newer on the scene in the cannabis industry as a whole. We're in love. We're infatuated with all the old strains from back in the 90s, the 80s. Trying to bring back the old school fire. That's why the NF1. A lot of people aren't familiar with the NF1 though, which surprises me because it's huge. It's a huge strain. I got plugged in with it. This one came. I'm not even sure if I'm really allowed to say where it came from, but it came from a farm out west. A buddy of mine was kind of like, he's like my biggest, my biggest plug and mentor in the cannabis industry. I think he's supposed to be in. I'm not sure if he's in the chat or not. He put me onto it. He sent it out to me. It's the NF1 is going to be the Northern Lights to Chem Dog, and it is absolutely fire. Like, it's just straight old school sour chem gassy terps. It's it's the pack you pull out of your pocket and the whole room knows what the fuck's going on. There's no guessing. We know it's weed.
Wow.
It's phenomenal, and that's probably the second one that I would be most interested in. But a lot of people aren't really hip to that one, so that's why I want to really highlight that one the most. Like, if you're after old school terps, the NF1, the Hypermatter strain, is going to be what you want to go after. That one is going to be top notch with the gas from the Death Star and that chem sour funk from the NF1 is going to be a monster. GMO, the GMO Django Cross. To be honest, I'm not a huge Star Wars nerd, but all these names kind of have some sort of Star Wars reference because of the Death Star. Django, if anybody's not hip, I had to do some digging for the inspiration of this name. It's the Django's actually, and don't kill me if I'm wrong for the Star Wars people out there, but this is what Google has told me. Django is Jango Fett, who's actually the Mandalorian, and he was used as the model person for the clones and the whole Clone Wars type deal. So that's why I went and put it with the GMO, the genetically modified stuff. That made sense to me. That one's good. That one, I mean, everybody knows GMO. It's phenomenal. It's, super sour, gassy dough funk. The only things, I mean, I've already had I think 7 people have already messaged me this season with the outdoor of man, this thing is stretching, it's to the roof. So obviously with that one, if you guys are growing that one, I know a lot of people have specifically inquired about that strain. Just be ready for a stretch. You're going to have to support it in flower. It's going to get loud. So if you don't want your neighbors knowing you're growing, you better put in a carbon filter, probably a couple, just to be safe with that one. So yeah, and that's to be the drop October 1st. I'm going to do the whole thing through my social media. I'm going to stay away from, don't ask me pricing and comments. I'm already on my second Facebook. Just hit the message button or hit me up on. I'll post my Instagram again. Instagram is a much better platform for this. Facebook kind of, obviously everybody's getting hit the past few weeks. So if you're not on Instagram, get on Instagram. Get with me on there. Get with me on Facebook messages. It's going to be 6-pack of Fems. It's going to be $60 shipped to your door. I don't do any shipping fee. Everything's free shipping. All packs are going to come with free slaps and free shipping. So that, and I'm probably going to throw in. I'm going to be doing freebies with every order. So the 6-pack is going to be $60 shipped, and then there's going to be 3 packs that are going to be $35 shipped to your door. And like I said, everything's going to come with slaps and freebies. Probably do 2 seeds in the freebies of dealer's choice Fems, and then on top of that, also if there's people interested in bulk orders. I really don't have a huge bulk order pricing. I've already talked to a few people. They're probably in the chat right now and probably in my messages asking about it again. We'll do some bulk order pricing, but for the home growers that just want to buy a few packs, maybe they want 2 6-packs. We'll do deals on that with 2 6-packs for $100 instead of the $120. But nothing real crazy. So we're dropping it that way. October 1st again. Get at me in the messages or on Instagram. It's the best way to get a hold of me and talk about pricing. I will not put pricing in messages or on comments. My bad.
So on Instagram is where you want everybody to try to reach you at, right?
I'm just saying.
What
it's
is your
wait? I think better way to reach.
Yeah. So I was trying to get it. I think Ash just shared it though. So just went over and invite 1,000. Check out our homie Napalm Gardens, aka John Wegman, and he put a link for Facebook for you. So that's going to be one way to get a hold of him. I'm sure there you'll have an Instagram link.
Yeah,
there's there somewhere or no?
Yeah, it's in my bio. You can see my Instagram. I also post the link for it also. But I mean, I know some people don't have Instagram. I'm not going to make you make one just to get the seeds. You can still DM me on Facebook. I just want to migrate as many people over to Instagram, just because Facebook's been cracking down so hard on the cannabis community. Instagram is still bad. I mean, it's not a foolproof platform, but it is. I mean, I've had my Napalm profile on Instagram for like 4 or 5 years now, so I'm not really active on it, but I'm trying to start getting more active on it to try and pull some of the following over there and try to migrate people over that way.
Oh yeah. So it looks like Dreadful got us the link here. So here's the Insta link for Napalm Gardens right here. I'm pretty sure I can't see it that way, but it's probably clickable in the comments for the viewers to see. So I want to circle back real quick and touch base on a couple of things. You did mention the NF1. Did you mention what that was crossed with?
Yeah, I did. But for anybody that didn't miss it, the NF1 is Northern Lights to ChemDog, and then we took that and then I crossed it to the Death Star. So you got just a smorgasbord of old head stash fire genetics in there. If you're after the old school terps, that's going to be right up your alley.
That's probably going to be the one I grab from you, bro.
Absolutely. So like I said, like that one is going to be a monster. I mean, I think that's going to be the most slept on one, just because people aren't hip to what NF1 is. A lot of people, especially the newer growers, they see the Cookie Fam genetics and all that stuff. That's just what they know. So the NF1's going to I think it's going to get looked over, but for the ones that do grab it, you're going to find some keepers.
Oh, yeah. And the Coffin's in here asking already. He's saying he's impatient. He already wants to know about the clone drop coming up off of these. He doesn't want the beans. He wants the cut drop instead.
I'm probably not going to be doing a cut drop of every one of these strains. With all the projects we have coming up, probably not going to do a clone drop of this specific lineup we're ways off that. But if you want the Death Star clone, I've gotten the Death Star clone out to people. Numerous people have already been reselling it. If you want it through me, you can contact me. But I'm probably not going to be doing the Death Star clone. Anytime soon, just because I got so much going on, and I want other people to be able to eat off the genetics. I don't want to hog all the clone sales. Hit up the people I've sold it to.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, bro. I'm smoking. I know you're not a big. I know you're not a smoker. I'm smoking. I'm trying to bring my thoughts back to me, but I've seen a lot of people in the questions were just asking, where can I get it? When does it happen? How do I get it? So I think just to recap real quick for him, Instagram is going to be the best place for all of that. Or if you're not on Instagram, get at him on the Facebook link that was up in the comments there, and just shoot him a DM. But again, guys, Facebook, the issue with beans, as we're going to call them on the live, is Facebook is now pegging them as edibles for whatever reason. So they're saying that if you're promoting cannabis or promoting beans, that you're also promoting consumable cannabis in the form of edibles. And that's what they're trying to stop us from doing. So please don't just jump on his profile and be like, yo, man, I want them seeds. What's up? Because you're going to get him shut down. That's just what's happening to us right now. Hit the DMs. Keep all that in the DMs. Keep it in the Instagram DMs, everywhere in the DMs. I had a guy do this to me the other week. He just jumped right on my profile and was like, hey, man, do you keep bulk oil? And I was like, let's move that real quick. That's not cool, guys. But, the world, and we're all trying to move into this side of this with this legitimacy and this legalization, and as cool it is for us that it is, and that we're able to do all of this here in our local jurisdictions. For whatever reason, Facebook doesn't agree that because it's legal in our jurisdictions that we should be able to express it. There's another name for that we're not getting into the political side of what I believe Facebook is, but it's censorship. So we have to be careful. We have to dance around it. And that's how we want you to do it. So John Wegman on Facebook or the Napalm on Instagram, or either one of those, shoot him a DM. He's great about getting back to you. He does work a day job, so be patient if he doesn't right away. But again, just to circle back on that, October 1st is going to be the date that everything drops and is available. So you have from now till then to maybe bump up with him, shoot him a DM and say, hey, can I maybe pre-order some? Can I maybe get my lineup ready to go right now? And is that even an option? Can people pre-order now? Maybe.
If you want to hit my DMs, to be honest, I don't like doing pre-sale just because I don't like being responsible for people's money before I can deliver a product. Just to keep myself and you guys safe. But so what I do with the clones, and that was a super popular drop, obviously, is if you want something specific, message me and I'll put you on a list of my notes, and I will message you guys. Maybe the official drop is October 1, so maybe I'll message you guys the night before and say, hey, just want to double check this is what you want, and I'll start collecting payment. And then payment, obviously. So the best way I have to pay right now is Cash App, Venmo. Those two would be preferred. If you're local to me, we can do cash. Just no cash in the mail. Cash will get seized in the mail system. I'm familiar with it. So if you guys are trying to put cash in the mail, be careful. Don't do that. I'm not going to accept it. Electronic payment, or if you're local or want to drive up to me, I'm in Loraine, Ohio. We can meet up and you guys can do cash that way. Other than that, though, it's going to be Cash App, Venmo. I'm gonna try and get everything shipped out with as it drops. If you place an order with me, I'm going to try and get everything shipped out within 1 to 2 days. But if it gets too hectic, it will probably start to be I'll take them, and then every 3 days or so or something like that, I'll take stuff to USPS or wherever I'm going to be shipping through. But I will have tracking.
And again, like I said, you do work a day job.
Right.
Yeah, you do work a day job. You are a family man. So a lot of people can get impatient, but guys, just please remember, he's a family man. He works every day, and he's doing this on the side. He's got the hustle down. But like with everybody else, you're not gonna send the payment and get tracking in an hour, and it's gonna be dropped at the mailbox the next morning. It could take a day or two. Just understand he's gonna do his best to get it out the door as fast as he can to you. I'm just trying to catch up with some comments real quick. Looks like Ash and GrowFam TV, everybody's sharing out the link for you on Insta. So guys, this is the link right here. This is Napalm's Insta link right here. So you should be able to click that in the comments. It'll take you right over. Go ahead and give them a follow real quick, and then come back over to the live. Do it now. Do it right now. Because what we're at 128 viewers right now. The goal is 150 viewers. John's going to give away a pack of these new seeds he's getting ready to drop. So you definitely want to get your hands on that. And this is what'd you say? The pack you're giving away is going to be the Death Star S1, basically Death Star.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Whoever wins the giveaway will get a pack of Death Star. If we get to 150 followers, I'll throw in a T-shirt. You might get the whole lineup. I'll do something crazy. We can get to 150 followers or viewers or whatever. I'll do something crazy. I'll throw in stuff. We'll make it worth it. And the giveaway too is free shipping.
Yeah. So it looks like somebody's
asking
that do giveaways about
with shipping costs is that's a bum move. I will never do that.
We, as GrowFam, we do charge the Grow Family giveaways. Some of those, a lot of those, we do ask for shipping to be paid on those. But that we're doing giveaways every night of the week, every week, all year long.
Yeah. No, that's.
But yeah, somebody me or you to jump on somebody else's live and be able to give something away. I don't like to ask for shipping either. I gave away a pack of Feed Me's last Tuesday as an extra prize on my live, and that winner asked me, where do I And I said, no, I cover shipping on my giveaways. It was actually Marina right here was the winner of the Feed Me pack last week for me.
Oh, nice.
But I did see somebody ask money orders.
I don't know. Probably not, because I don't have a PO box or anything. Let's just stick to the easiest do Cash App, Venmo. If you guys aren't hip to those,
yeah, and see,
you should get hip.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, man. That's one aspect to that. Like, if you're trying to send checks, cash, or money order, you're going to get this guy's home address, and that's not something I would do for everybody.
Yeah, it's not happening. I mean, if you guys are not hip to Cash App and Venmo, you got to get hip, man. I mean, obviously there's downfalls to those as well, but it's definitely the safest way to do this kind of this line of work. So.
Well, I think Facebook Pay is actually a pretty good option as well, because you just link your bank account to your Facebook Pay. People can get in your DM and go right to it and send that money. It basically just goes blink, it got sent, and then in the next day or so, I think it hits in your bank account. But Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, there's so many of them out there. Everybody uses them nowadays, so it shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to guess those are all photos that you drop. None of them are autos, correct?
Yeah, nothing auto, all feminized. So they're all, the Death Star's gonna be the S1, the rest are just R1s. But they're all feminized photo period seeds.
Here's a great question. Not this one, but here. Ross Loraine is saying, what kind of testing did you do? And do you have testers outside of your own environment?
So I got a couple people. You got like Chris Shelton. He's going to be growing some of the seeds. Joe Kutniak, he's going to be growing some seeds. I got a local guy to me that's going to be growing the seeds as well. Other than that, other outside, like grow testing hasn't really happened. Like I'm using all proven genetics. It's not like I'm popping herms or using unverified genetics. They're all verified, authentic genetics, sourced properly. That's been the name of my game since day one. So nothing like that's happened. If you guys do run into problems, I'm going to stand on business. Like, hit me up. If there's a problem, we'll work through it, and I'm going to make it right regardless, within reason. Obviously, if someone, it's 6 out of 6 didn't germ, there's probably a reason why they didn't germ. I mean, I'll help you out, but I'm not going to be handing out free seeds everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, let's get those tags out. Let's get those shares out. We're at 125. We got 25 more people to get into this live, guys, and we're going to get him to give away a pack of these Death Stars. There was another, I saw another question in here somewhere, and I lost it. Oh, so that's it. I just thought about that. So I think what he means by outside of your own environment, not so much as outside, just as someone else's basement or someone else's tent or someone else's lights. You know what I mean? And I think you covered that with, you've got 2 or 3 people outside of your home that are growing these seeds as testers and giving reports back on how they're doing, how they're growing, and how they're keeping up with them. So yeah, it's not like he's just a one-man band out there growing them in his own tent and then blasting the seeds out and going, hey, they'll grow great because they did in my room.
Yeah, no, it's actually, this is kind of off topic of that, but it's actually been, I just talked about this in messages. Like, it's been crazy seeing the different pheno expressions just on the Death Star with, people growing it outdoor. I have multiple people growing it indoors. It's just been wild seeing the different pheno expressions that are coming out from different environments. So that has been really interesting.
Yeah. I'm just trying to catch up in some comments here, man. A lot of people in the comments are saying they went over and gave you a follow, whether it's Facebook or Insta. Gave you a follow, just followed, and it said 598 following.
Yeah, it's like I said, I haven't been really active on there, but you'll see me more active on there in the future.
Looks like you got some people interested in being some testers. If that ever pops up for you, that needs to be an issue for you. Looks like we got some people in the comments wanting to be a tester for you if you ever need some.
Well, if there's anybody local to Cleveland or Loraine, Ohio that wants to pheno hunt, I would definitely, if you hit my DMs, we can work something out. Obviously, they're not gonna screw with anybody. You got to prove that you know how to grow. Pictures, videos, however you guys can do it. But I am going to be looking for people to hunt out a couple of these strains and get, especially that can speed up the process of getting a pheno out from the Corey Saber and the Hypermatter strain, which is the NF1 and the Sub-Zeros.
Oh yeah. So that pretty much covers. I think you hit it. You pretty much covered your background, who you are, what you're doing, your current drop recap, October 1st, Death Star drop, many options coming out with that. We know how to get a hold of you. Facebook or Instagram is going to be the best through the DMs for sure. So we're waiting. I just got a DM from Sammy a second ago. He said he's going to be landing at the hotel probably just before 8. So if you do have to jump off beforehand, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and move real quick into, let's tell the folks what we got going on. I'm excited. I know you're excited. I know the third party that's not here yet is excited. And if he's, I mean, of course he's excited. It's all about him. So let's go into that, man. So I'll kind of recap for him real quick, and then I'll let you talk all the science and the facts on it. So short recap, I met John through another group I had started back in November of this past year, the Ohio Seed and Clone Swap, that is now no longer, it got shut down. I met him briefly, talked to him a couple times. I hooked up with him, got his Death Star, and brought it home. I instantly learned, again, that he's legit. One thing that I don't think he mentioned, you may have, and I may have missed it, this dude doesn't play around when he says he handpicks his genetics. He doesn't pop beans. He's not a bean popper. Anything that he has in his arsenal right now, he's never popped the bean to get it. He's ordered it and acquired it directly from a source who only deals with breeder cuts. So he is starting his journey on every project or every strain or cultivar that he gets, knowing that he paid good money for it and that it is solid genetics. So, just I could tell that by 2 weeks of having a vegging Death Star from this man in my tent, because I texted him and I said, dude, I've never in my life had a plant in veg stank up my whole grow tent the way this Death Star has since I've added it. And that was a sign. Second thing, this dude out of nowhere just sent me a huge box full of cuts for no reason and was just like, here you go. And I was like, awesome. I'm originally from central Pennsylvania. I currently now reside in Southwest Ohio. I bounced to Michigan and back. I'm originally from central PA. I was born and raised there until I was 15, until I came out to Ohio. And I was a junior in high school when I did that. The guests that we're waiting on to come up next is going to be a few, probably 20 more minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I met this dude when we were in middle school. So that's how far back I go with him. I lost kind of contact with everybody, really, man, when I moved from Pennsylvania to Ohio for a long while. I hung on for a bit. We lost touch. And then in the last couple of years, I've kind of re-engaged with a couple of them. Sammy was one of them. We go way back. I've watched this dude. I'm sorry, Sammy, if you're paying attention, you're watching right now. I've watched this dude go from a skinny, scrawny cat with glasses to what he is today. And, to be where we're from, and to have in your brain that you're going to live the life, go the direction that he knew he wanted to go even then, into the hip hop world. He knew he wanted to get into that life, and he knew that's the direction his dream was taking him. And I can't say, like, I can't be any more proud of anybody that I know. There's a lot of people I know, but this guy, Sammy Snow, he has persevered. He has hung on. He has put both hands up to keep fighting day in and day out. He's been through struggles. I'm sure he's been laughed at. He's been, looked down on. He's been, considered as, yeah, right. What the hell are you going to do over here? But the dude's jumping off. The dude is doing big things. He's growing. He's accelerating in the hip hop scene. I'll wait for him to come up to and tell any more about that. But that being said, I knew with where I was at in my life, where Sammy's at and what I wanted, I just hit him up and I was like, bro, one day he had an alcoholic drink made for him back home by a local brewery. It's called 24 Karat Snow. And he goes by the name Sammy Snow, at his artist name, Sammy Snow. So the drink, 24 Karat Snow. And then shortly after that, I was like, man, I know how to grow. Like, that'd be pretty cool if I could make a strain for him, man. Like, that'd be big time move. Like, and then I met John, and then I saw the kind of passion that he has for what he's doing. And I fell in love with it. And he was the first person that I was like, hey man, I really want to do this thing, but I don't really know how to do this thing. I would have to start to educate myself on how to breed, what the details were in that, the scientific facts behind it. I would go so far down a rabbit hole trying to educate myself on cannabis breeding. It would be 5 to 10 years before I was even ready to begin the adventure. And then I seen John and from Napalm's talking about he's doing this project, this Death Star project of breeding. And I had discussed with him a couple of times some basic pointers on what I do with the STS spray. How do I make pollen? And, I realized quickly that I'm not educated enough on this, but I am in a position where I collaborate 2 people that I know and be in the middle of it and still live part of my dream by doing what I'm doing and bringing in other people. And I think this sets a perfect example of what we're trying to do in the cannabis community when we say it's not competition, it's about collaboration. I'm not here to compete with John. I grow flower. John grows flower. I'm not here to compete with him and push, do whatever. I'm here to collaborate with him because I think we both have a talent that we can utilize in this industry, and we can make a product for somebody else in another industry that's closely related to this industry. And if we all get anything out of it, even if it's notoriety or reputation or our name's a little bit bigger on the internet spotlight, I'm happy with it. So I went to John and I said, hey man, here's this thing I want to do. Are you interested? And he was like, hell yeah. I just put an order in on some cuts and they're on the way. So let's do it. So from that point on, I said, okay, let's meet up and sit down. Me and John traveled to Cleveland to meet up with Sammy at a concert, part of the tour they were on in Cleveland. And then some unfortunate business happened back home, and Sammy had to actually go back home the same day we arrived in Cleveland for the event. So we were able to still sit down and FaceTime Sammy in the hotel, get a feel for what he wanted, kind of let him know that we were more serious about it than just, hey, it's an idea. And when I brought John on, I think it really solidified everything to Sam that we're going to make this shit happen. So that's a quick recap. From that point on, I've put a lot of everything else is in John's hands. I'm not even coming back into this equation, I don't think, until it's time to start popping beans from their, we're going to make the babies, and then I'm going to help pop those to hunt through what we're going to select from to continue the journey. And that being said, I'm going to pass it back over to John and, talk about this project, man. Tell us all the details, all the info, because really I'm out of the loop right now myself, bro. I'm up here in Michigan. I haven't spoken to you much. I'm just doing my thing, man. And it's a busy time of year for me. And once we get past this, I'll slow down and I can help out in many more ways. So go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we met with Sammy up in Cleveland, on the phone, we were up in Cleveland. One thing he really hit on was, he wants it to kind of coincide with his beer, his IPA that he has out in Pennsylvania with the 24 Karat Snow. So I guess that beer, which I'm still waiting on to send me a package of it. It's kind of bullshit. I don't have it yet. But he said he wants like tropical flavors, and he's like really into like like the guavas and the melon and all the the tropical fruit stuff for the beer. But he also is a huge, just like everybody else, just like probably everybody else in this chat is, big old head. We want the old school terps come back, bring back green weed, make green weed great again, the whole nine, right? So immediately, I started hitting up my connections on where I could source some of these genetics. Obviously, number one that I had to get was guava. It was like the biggest fruit. He said that's the biggest fruit flavor that he has in terms of for his beer. So I brought that one in. That one, if you guys are not familiar, that one's from Flavor Chasers. It's their breeder cut, and that's going to be another old one. Star Dog to Afghan, super old. You have the tropical fruit terps, obviously with the name guava. That's going to be probably a cornerstone for everything for that one. Other ones I brought in, Melonade. If you guys aren't familiar with that one's Midwest Best, Watermelon Skittles and Lemon Tree from Alien Labs. Another bangers with the crazy tropical fruits, melon, citrus, sweet candy terps. See, the next one. A couple are a little newer. If you guys are probably familiar with them, everybody knows Nipsey Hussle. He had the Marathon OG. All Marathon OG was a celebrity cut of OG Kush. They hunted out some old seed stock for him because he obviously, as well as everybody else, wants the old school stuff to come back. So because of trademark issues with Marathon, and his branding and stuff like that after his passing, they had changed the name just like everybody did do with the the Gorilla Glue, changed it to GG4. So that Oaksterdam OG from Purple City Genetics paid big money, had to get that cut in. With the theme, being Sam's up and coming rapper, which if you guys have not checked his music out, you need to go check him out. Just seemed like a fit along with the theme, with the OG, the old school terps, the gassiness. Another newer one on the scene. This one's from Fire Farmer. If you guys are not familiar with him, go check him out. He's a big name out in LA. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he breeds or if he started breeding or whatever, but he's mostly a pheno hunter. So I have his pheno of Zangria, which is Skittles and Thin Mints cookies. That one's won multiple awards for, I know it's won rosin awards as well as flower awards. So I brought that one in, had to bring that one in. Canal Street Runts, THC Bomb to Runts. That's another Purple City Genetics cut. The names I'm tossing out too. You guys got to go check these companies out. If you're not familiar with them, get familiar, because those were the industry's going as a whole, as a country, not just staying in the Ohio bubble. Get out there and experience different new companies, new stuff, and see where everything's going. And then the two other older ones I brought in for him. Why did I bring this one in for him? This one stayed around at the NF1. I'm reusing that one in this breeding because how can you not? It's exactly what he wants with the old school. It's green, old school, that chem sourness. It's addicting. I can't wait for everybody to grow that one actually, because I can't stop smelling the flower. When I separated the seeds, I kept shoving my face in the bag. It's got this crazy sour funk, like chemical gas. It's nuts. But that one, and then Larry's Legend, which everybody's familiar. I know that Larry OG circulated heavy in Ohio, in the early 2013 time frame. It was right when I got out of the military. It's just every time I would go pick up a bag, it was Larry OG. So that one, and then that one's Larry OG to Legend OG, which everybody's familiar with Legend OG. It's just another cut of the OG, but it's legendary, per the name, and it's a big one. So that one's going to bring out more chem and gas. So I'm super excited for the project. As soon as Chris hit me up with it, and told me who Sammy was affiliated with and who he was, with Drumworks and Benny the Butcher and Conway and all them, and the fact that he was about to put me into a Conway concert, I was automatically sold. I was in, and I immediately got to work. I had already I was messaging people to get my cuts in before we were off the live talking to Sammy. So I immediately got to work. Can't wait to finally, close the chapter on this Death Star stuff. I'm going to reopen it, but close it for now and, get to work on his project.
For sure, man. Yeah, that's no lie. For sure, he was like that. By the time we had met up, I think a couple of days later at the hotel, I was like, "Damn, bro, you did what already? You got a whole list of what?"
Yeah, I wasn't
he
playing
was
around.
he was in it. He was in it for sure. And that lineup, man, is just that lineup of strains is epic, epic.
Yeah, absolutely. There's actually a couple more that I'm not even going to name. I'm going to keep those under wraps. I'll obviously keep you and Sammy in the loop on those ones later on tonight. But we're going to have a lot of work to do when we hunt through these seeds, though.
Well, you already know I can. I'm not opposed to getting some on the outdoor scale as well if it takes us through next spring and next summer on that tip. Definitely over the fall and winter when I'm home. If we get anything, I don't know if you're gonna have anything ready by that early, but I'm always down to get something in the tent once everything is down and out of the way. But so that kind of takes me to my next point. Can we give a deadline for like when the next step will be? Like,
yeah, absolutely. So
when are we looking at starting that pheno?
So I actually already have the clones going, which those will actually go to get pollinated, going right now. So I would say January timeframe is when I'll be chopping those to pull the seeds out of, and then we will get started immediately after that. February timeframe, we should be hunting some seeds, and roughly, because I'm gonna push you to do it too. Just quick, we're talking quick flowers. We'll re-veg anything we need to for the keepers and stuff like that. So if we could take, obviously cuts is going to be best, but if we have to, if one slips or cuts, we'll re-veg. And we should hopefully we have a actual product for him to sample. I'm hoping by like May or June of 25, to where he can actually pick something out, and then we can go from whether we're going to work it further, or we want to isolate certain terps that he's looking for. Because another thing with the strain too, which went into my strain selection, is I'm looking for something that's going to be applicable to a commercial level. So something that's going to have good structure, it's going to yield well. The industry is completely going towards the hash, the concentrates, which you guys have seen me in the comments and on the groups and stuff. I'm trying to get my information together because that's going to be the direction I'm going, and going to that branch of the industry. So it's got these strains all have to check those boxes, so that he can actually utilize the strain, take it to market. If he's going to take it to a grower, for them to contract out the grow or whatever he's going to do with it. I want it to be a functionable strain for him. So, for him to sample all these strains, and we got to figure out what we're going to keep, what we're going to toss, and what the next move is from there.
So we're going to make him feel like Burner for a few. Just give him some jars and tell him to have fun and let us know what he thinks.
Absolutely. We should do a live for that too. I'll drop the package off to him, we can drop the package off to him, and he can hop on the live and tell us what he thinks.
Oh yeah. So I think, if you just listen to what the man said for the last minute or two, hasn't even created anything yet, but his brain is already so far down the road of this needs to be readily and easily available to grow on a commercial level. It needs to check all the boxes for if it's going to stay in flower form or be used as hash production or be used for anything else. His brain is already going so far down the rabbit hole to make sure that whatever this final product is going to be great on all levels. These are the things you want to look for when you're picking out genetics from breeders. A lot of things, some things like that. And the questions that I've seen tonight, guys, have been amazing. Roster Rhino asking what kind of stress, what kind of testing do you do? Do you test outside of your own environment? Do you have testers? Everything this guy's spitting right now is just telling me he cares about what he's doing. when he puts out a product, it's going to be on point. And that you can be guaranteed when you spend money on whatever he's promoting or pushing, that you're going to get your money's worth out of the deal. That bottom line. That's what I heard in the last couple of minutes was, I really put a lot of thought into this. I don't want to skimp on any part of it. And I want to make sure that my final product is 110% what I want it to be and of quality. So kudos, man, to you. I appreciate that work that you're putting into it. And that is, again, one of the things that just kind of drew me to you. I can tell you have a demeanor about yourself that you care. I mean, that's you care about what you're doing, and it's not just a half-assed hobby for you. It's a real art, and it's a passion.
Yeah, absolutely. Quality always. Everybody saw the way the product I was putting out with the clones. Clones were becoming plants within a few days. As soon as you transplant them, it's just what I've always been attracted to in the industry. Like, if it's not quality, I'm not touching it. And some people don't agree with pricing of like the clones and all that stuff. It is what it is. That's their opinion. But there's a reason for it, and there's like same thing with like just in this drop, like I had to actually like stop myself from spending more money on just cool shit for the drop. Just like I spent like $400 on slabs. I spent $1,000 on packaging. It wasn't just because I wanted to, whatever. Just I take pride in what I'm doing. And I'm going to present it that way too. Like, you're not everything from the packaging down to the final chopping of the seed, the plant. You're going to be impressed. You're going to like what you got, and it's the only thing I will ever put out. If it's not that, I won't touch it.
And I can tell you right now, I've already seen the packaging. God, it's incredible. I love it, bro. I'm gonna have to get some info from you and figure out. I need my logo on some of them bags like that. That's with the QR code and it's professional as shit, guys. I'm telling you, you wait.
Absolutely. I need to look
so we're getting closer. Sammy should be rolling into the motel any minute. So let's do this. We're at 132 viewers, guys. Total views 132. We're at 131 reactions. We're still pushing for the 150 mark. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and spin this giveaway before we get any deeper into this live. We got 80 entries on, where is it? This one right here, I believe. There it is. So we're going to leave that up for just another second or two. And then we're going to spin for this. This one right here, guys, you're going to be getting, the winner of this hashtag right here is going to be getting that Master Rochi pre-roll. And that's also going to come with one of the GrowFam perma stickers, I believe. That's what it's called. That's a permanent sticker. Cool. Boy, this place is lit on a Tuesday night, man. I'm telling you, this parking lot is packed.
Let's go.
I think everybody in this town comes to McDonald's Tuesday night for dinner.
Are you still up in Roscommon?
Oh yeah. I was wanting to leave yesterday and come home, bro, but I can't even remember. My days are all blurring together. The one day it rained on and off all day heavily up here, and I was kind of behind. So I was like, cool, then I'll just do it tomorrow and I'll leave Tuesday morning. And then yesterday I still didn't get it all done, but I got all the hoops up. I've got to stand my last end wall and connect the support rods to that section of last 3 or 4 hoops. But once I get that up, it's a matter of getting the boards with the wiggle wire strips, and I've got the cool roll up sides on both sides of it. So clip them into the rollers, cover it in plastic, and I am good to at least go home so that the rain that's going to fall up here for the next couple of days doesn't cause any damage. The ends will still be open. I won't have fans or anything running, but I just need to get home for a couple of days to see what's going on there. I do have the Death Star outside that I talk about. You guys have seen it. It's from John here. Big old grill outside in Ohio, but Unfortunately, I think I got a bad case of some root rot on a few of those, and unfortunately, the Death Star was one of them. And it looks like at this point, 50% of that plant has pretty much wilted up and died. But I think Kylie was able to save it for me and get some of that stuff nipped up and out of the way. And then we got hit with a storm last night, and she sent me some video that I wasn't happy to see of some of those 8-9 foot girls, heavy with moisture and kind of leaning over far and laying over a little bit. Nothing's broken, snapped, or laying on the ground. It's just a matter of the weight and the wind kind of toppled it over. So I'm hoping I'm going to be here. You know, a lot of today was I was still up until 4:30, bro. I was still on site, tools in hand on the ladder, working on that hoop house, and then jumped down real quick, grabbed my laptop and my hat and a clean shirt, and drove into town to grab this connection and start getting ready. So hopefully tomorrow the rain will not push me out, and I'll be able to get the strips and everything done and be to the point where I'll be pulling plastic over it and clipping it into the strips with the wiggle wires. So at least then I think I can get out of here maybe Wednesday afternoon or Thursday maybe and get home. And if I do that, I'll be home for a couple of days. I probably got the Death Star is probably ready to come down. Honestly, bro, it's probably ready to come down. So I'm waiting on that.
Oh, yeah,
Howdy,
like
Rich. I did see him come in. He did sneak in. What's up, brother? Where did I see? Yeah. So Al, while you're here, I will mention that the rip bubble crosses below zero. Several of them are looking great. I just don't have any updated pictures at the moment. Had some technical issues. Let's see. Don't have anything from Sammy yet. Sammy should be ready to pop up in here any minute. There is the homie Tyrone. What's going on, bro? John Sackett, the admin from Purple Hairs in the house. What's going on, man? We got a couple people out there in the audience growing Death Star too. There's William, said his Death Star looks amazing outside. It is. Outdoor is unpredictable as shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be running a little late with this one tonight, Kylie. So if that's cool, I'll try to call you guys. I'll try to text you once I get done here. I know you want to put her to bed. So just give her hugs and kisses for me and tell her I love her. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on that.
On that note, I'm going to be jumping off here.
So, yeah, man.
Family's getting hungry.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and spin this one, guys, since I did talk about it. We got this one, the GrowFam TV hashtag for the Master Rochi pre-roll and the permanent sticker from GrowFam. Let's go ahead and get this one out the way. Good luck, everybody. We're going to spin it right now. Yeah, I should be... Oh, my comments disappeared. Michael Milan. Am I pronouncing that right? If you're still here, come on in the comments. Tell me, hell yeah, that's awesome. I won. Just let us know you're still here because you got to be here to claim this prize. And then we're at 139 viewers, guys. We got 11 more folks to get in here real quick before Napalm jumps off. I really want to see us hit 150 tonight, guys, so you can give away a pack of this Death Star before it drops.
Well,
you won't be shipping it until October 1st when the drop hits. Oh, you are? Okay, cool.
I'll do it regardless. But if we can hit that 150 mark, whoever wins that giveaway will get just a much bigger pack. And if I'm not on, if you guys hit that mark, you know, if I have to hop off here and Sammy jumps on and you guys do the spin when he's on, you know, just give me their information. It's no problem at all. I'm gonna get it out.
Okay. I'm still trying to see if Michael's. Oh, there he is. I just saw it. Oh, Michael just said, actually, he's not here for the giveaway. Are you sure, bro? You want me to respin this one? We love that. We love that in the community. That's a huge-hearted kind of guy right there. But, yeah, I mean, if he's telling us to respin it, I'm going to redraw this one real quick, and then we're going to get we'll throw hashtags. Can't speak tonight. We'll get Napalm's hashtag thrown up there. Let's draw this one again. Michael, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. That's huge of you. We appreciate it. Some lucky winner is going to appreciate it. it sounds like we got the other guest in the house. He just beeped into the backstage. Give me 1 second, bro. We'll pull you up. Rasta Rhino run that, man. And I know Rasta's still here. Heck with it. Let's get Sammy up here real quick. Guys, before John goes and before we do anything else, we're at 148 right now. So we're going to call that
Let's go.
a nice spot to be. So let's go ahead. Guys, we're going to bring up our next guest. And then John may have to jump off real quick. But coming straight out of Central PA, the man himself, Sammy Snow. Let's bring him up. And I'll take this comment down so we can see you. What's up, bro?
Oh, yo, hold up.
Yo.
I'm trying to get this hooked up. There we go. Yo, what up?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
What's up, fellas?
What up?
So I'm a little late.
Man. We were just getting ready to wrap it up. That's fine, man. I get it. So I just wanted to have you come up for a couple minutes, at least get you up here with us. We've already kind of talked about everything. We've talked about the project that one Napalm's project he's dropping now. We've already talked about the project and what we're doing, the work with you for the upcoming strain that we're going to get out there for you. But I did want you up here to at least do some shout outs of your own, some self-promotion of your own. Tell the people quickly a little bit about yourself, and go from there, bro. The mic's on you.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm Sammy Snow. I with Drumwork Music Group. I've been doing music for a little while now, almost 20 years. Seen a lot, been through a lot. It's been great. A lot. Yeah, so I just dropped it out. I just dropped a song with Benny the Butcher, SK the King, PD Crack. I got an album out now, an EP out that's executive produced by the Heatmakers, co-executive produced by Joel Ortiz. Shout out them. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's called Samuel. Streaming everywhere. I got 3 videos out right now for it, including one with Joel Ortiz himself. It was a lot of fun to do. I have my own beer, 24K Snow. It's a golden ale with agave and lime, 6%. Shout out 3 Beards for that. Yeah, congratulations, Rasta Rhino. You win. Great being a winner, right? I'm like,
we don't get in here, so I'm gonna have to respin this one real quick. But go ahead and just keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah, so shout out to y'all, Napalm Gardens, man. I appreciate the fuck out of this, yo. Yeah. Me and Chris been rocking with each other since we was like 11 years old and shit. Big shout out to him making this come full circle. I'm real excited to get this strain out. I was talking to my one buddy. I thought that he had his own strain, but what he does is he gets it from somebody else and then makes it his product. So it's like, he was like, "Oh, so you really getting a strain. Like, yeah, man, like this shit's dope. This ain't like somebody else growing it and then I calling it something. Like, no, this is going to be Sammy Snowsa." And yeah, I'm real excited about this, man. It's a blessing for sure. Shout out all my Drumwork fam, shout out Soundboy Studios. He's been rocking with me. Rob, you the fucking man. Yo, shout out Mike the Creator. He does all my visuals for me. Shout out Mixed by Toach. Shout out Delilah. She's my stylist, photographer, my lady. Yeah, man, I got a lot of love around me, so it's a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah. Shit, I can't wait to get
What's
to
up,
work,
man. That's what I like to hear. And I dropped a little mention earlier. I don't know what's going on with my computer here at the moment. We're all froze up. I don't know if everybody else can see that.
It's not froze on my
see
side.
Okay, so everything on my screen's froze. It's just kind of lagging. So I did touch base earlier on a little history for me and you, and let them know we did go way back. And I did say that, you know, it's crazy how life works, that when I moved out here, I think I might have saw you or spoke to you a couple times after that. But, you know, for decades, we went without speaking, man, and not really, you know, other than Facebook saying, hey, MySpace and shit like that. But it's crazy how the world works, how it comes back around like that, man. Like it's almost meant to be for some reason that we all, you know, we came back together again. And, you know, it started 2 years ago with that couple years ago, that trip I came home and, you know,
yeah,
I just something told me like, yeah, I need to go see Sam while I'm there. And I really made a point to come see you and hang out for a little bit. It was a short trip, but, you know, it was a really good time. And I was just like, man, you know, and then even after that, it kind of fell apart again for a minute. So I was like, man, I really want to get this project rolling. All right. I just got my screen unfroze. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's do this.
There we go.
Yeah. For some reason, when I try to change the, man, my whole laptop is frozen. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. Hang on.
I don't know. I see you, bro. You're moving.
Like if I go back into solo mode like this, my laptop unfreezes for me. Let me close out this giveaway tool. I think the giveaway tool is what's locking me up. But yeah, we did get a winner on that last giveaway for Chris Shelton. He was here. I saw him in the comments.
Nice.
It's just an
Congratulations,
issue, so slowly
Chris.
lagging and catching up. So he got that Master Roach pre-roll. I think it's a THCA infused pre-roll from Master Roach's Gardens, one of our other folks here at GrowFam TV. And I did see a few minutes ago, John, we did pop that. It was at 150. So if I can get this giveaway tool to cooperate, I will. I'll get another hashtag up. But for some reason, nothing is working for me at the moment. Okay, that went away. I'm gonna see if we can get us back into a multi-person layout. There we go. And I froze up again on my end. Awesome. That's all right. We'll figure it out. I can at least get another hashtag running.
You don't have a Mac, do you? You running a PC?
It's a Lenovo Chromebook.
I have a laptop. I have an old school laptop that I got with me up here, but I'm also running off of McDonald's free Wi-Fi in the parking lot right now.
My man. Yeah.
Hey, the show must go on.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. Hell yeah. Little advice for anybody. Little advice for anybody that comes to Virginia. Don't get caught speeding. You're gonna have to show up to court for it. They don't play with that shit. Fuck.
Yeah. Sorry to hear about that, man. Everything okay? Or you ain't went yet?
Yeah. You know, I was being reckless and shit, but you know, everything's gonna be all right. Apparently, you know, you'll go to jail down here if you're not even wearing your seatbelt, bro. Like, they don't play. And I was not aware of that. So I was going a little too fast. And, yep, got pulled over. A 95 and a 70. The cop dropped it down to 90 and a 70 because apparently if, 25 over, I could be looking at jail time. So it's like, good looking out.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, bro, they don't fuck around with that shit down here. So anybody that goes through Virginia, don't get caught speeding.
So I was in Georgia once coming home from Florida, and I was doing like 120 up the highway to get home, and some patrolman got me. And like that was like a $600 ticket I had to pay for
yeah, I bet.
excessive speeding.
Yeah, that's
The messed
wild.
up part about that whole scenario is when I got back home, I told a friend of mine that lives local to me, a black dude, and he's like, "Bro, no way." And I said, "Yeah." He goes in his back room and he gets a ticket. He comes out, same county, almost the same strip of highway, same. He's doing like 100. I was doing 110, 120. This dude got a ticket for $890, where my ticket was $600. Tell me why?
Shit, man.
Middle of
I
Georgia.
mean, that, yeah, Georgia crazy. Shit.
So Napalm, I'm froze on my end. Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I'm going to throw you up on the big screen real quick. Let the folks know what we're giving away. I've got this giveaway up. Looks like they're already getting the hashtag in, hashtag Napalm.
And we got the 150 followers or viewers, whatever it is.
We're at 152 right now.
Hell yeah.
Yep,
That's
yep.
fire. That's fire.
Here, and I'll directly to the door, rock it out that way.
What's that?
Yeah, so maybe.
Did you hear me? Or
Yo, yo, what'd you say?
No, say it again.
All right, so whoever wins this giveaway is going to get a 3-pack of the entire lineup. So all 5 strains. So 15 seeds total, feminized seeds. Plus, I'm going to throw in a T-shirt, and then they'll get a bunch of slaps with it too, a bunch of stickers. I got like 7 different stickers made.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Okay.
You're pretty generous. You're pretty generous, bro. I like that.
I'm
That's dope.
trying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. These lives that we do, man. I'm actually part of a whole lineup here at GrowFam TV. Somebody's live every night of the week on this page.
Oh, that's
There's
cool.
Master Rochi on Monday. I'm on Tuesday. Waylon Wednesday. There's a whole lineup of folks that go every night of the week. So every live usually comes with giveaways. The community, the audience members that you're seeing in the comments right now are, a lot of the regulars. A lot of new ones are coming in tonight based off of the shares you guys did today for this live. I just really wish I could get my computer to go back to the normal layout here and unfreeze. But we got 55 people in on this Napalm one already, so we're not going to wait too long till we spin it, because I know John's got to get out of here. Do you have to go already, bro? I don't want to hold you up.
No, go ahead. I'm driving. I got it on a holder. I'm good. Go ahead, spin it.
Okay, cool. Let me bring you over here. Let me see if I can do this, at least to hold the screen still on my end so I can see who the winner is. Let's try it like this. And I'm still moving? All right, cool. All right, so we're going to jump over here. Wow, that went quick. We're up to 60 people in on that giveaway. We're still sitting hot at 155 viewers. We're going to go ahead and spin this one quick, though. So here we go, guys. Good luck to whoever gets this. Oh, I seen 2 more jump in there real quick right before I clicked it. And we got Ash Groves in the house. Andrea Jones, are you still here? Let's make it this way. I'll have to do it this way, I guess. So, Buckeye said you got 105. Hold on, man. So, no, I've got a total from what I'm looking at on all broadcast levels of where we're broadcasting. We have a total accumulated views of 154 viewers. That's why we're going now. So even if you're wherever you're watching, it might only say X amount, like GrowFam TV has 104, yes, but there's also 48 coming in from X and 1 coming in from Purple Harez Gardens at YouTube. So that makes it combined 154. And my comments are jumping, so I can't even see if Andrea is in the house or not. Because we got, oh, there she is.
Oh,
Honey,
shit.
I'm here, but I can't grow. I have children in my house. Okay, so we should spin again then, huh? Is that okay? Or do you have someone that can grow for you, we could still send them to you, or should we spin that bad boy again? You tell me in the comments. Andrea. Spent a couple of those tonight. Well, a couple of them that weren't here. At least she was here. She just can't grow. Let's see what she says. Please spin it. I want to see a fan member be blessed. Okay, that's awesome. All these awesome people here tonight. We're going to spin this one again. Here we go. And guys, also, if you did for some reason put the hashtag back in again after we chose a winner, it went right in there and you're on the spin now. So don't worry. Margaret Jet, are you still here? I know Margaret grows. I'm pretty sure. Oh, she's got to be. Because she just did this like seconds ago. So Margaret Jet, that's going to be the winner of the Napalm packs. Congratulations. And Margaret, I just need some, if you want to DM me the shipping info, I don't have it anymore. I should have saved the label from you when you sent me those awesome edible goodies that you sent me a while back that rocked my world. So let's get this giveaway tool out of the way, because I think this is the culprit for everything bad at the moment. I'm wrong. It's still frozen on my end. Are you guys good on your end?
Yeah.
That's that good old Mick Wi-Fi right there, guys.
Should have went to Starbucks.
Oh, shit. I know, right? There isn't one around here, though. Literally, this is the only spot.
Yeah, there's nothing up there in Roscommon. We were up there for Lake Higgins or Higgins Lake, whatever it is. We were super disappointed. There was nothing to go to, like food-wise, for quick meals.
Nope, McDonald's is all you got. Unless you want to drive 30 minutes north or south.
Yeah.
You can catch something over there. It's like mom and pop restaurants around here. But I like it up here, man. It's like it's
peaceful.
Full fall swing up here right now.
Yeah, you got the color change and stuff.
Oh yeah, everything's changing colors. We actually hit a little swimming hole the last time we were up here with the girls last week, and the water was still really warm. But from what I hear, everywhere else has really cold water this right now. So,
yeah,
it is almost 8:30. This is about a 2-hour live we did, which is unusual for me, but I think we covered a lot of shit tonight, guys. Does anybody have, either one of you, let me know if you got anything you want to shout out real quick, and I'll bring you up on the big screen so it's just you and I can see you also.
I think we actually lost Sammy. I think he got disconnected somehow.
Oh, Sammy's gone?
But I'm good. Yeah, but I'm good. I covered everything. Again, I mean, just to reiterate, October 1, if you guys want to jump on a little bit early, I can get you on a list where I can contact you, the night before, and we can settle up, and I'll get you something sent out. Cash App, Venmo is what we're going to be rocking with for payment. And, free shipping, slaps with every order, free seed with every order, free couple seeds with every order. Can't wait to talk to you guys on October 1st.
Okay.
And shout out Sammy and Drumwork.
Sammy, you're still here?
Yo, I'm here.
You see me? You want to shout out to anybody?
Yo, I kind of have like just a question about the grow up and shit. So we're like growing the strains that we picked out, and then I pick out two, the ones that I want, and then we cross them. Is that how that works, or am I wrong?
So we could do it that way if you wanted to. What I was just going to do was, so I'm going to reverse the selected one that I kind of think, which I'll talk to you more about that. We can talk that specific strain in messages. But yeah, so I was going to reverse that one so that it produces pollen. And I was going to pollinate all the rest. And then from those, me and Chris will hunt through the different strains we just created there. And then from there, we'll have some samples for you So because I selected all the strains that are being utilized based off of what you had wanted, what you specifically mentioned for flavor wise, color wise, effect and all that. So I think we got that side of it down. I think the most efficient way to do it would be, let's make some stuff, see what you like, what you don't like, and then if there's anything you want, like say you got you really like one of the crosses, but you want it to be, you want a little more, you want gassier, or you want more of a tropical flavor to it, something like that, or
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yep. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So if there's any tweaks basically you want to make to it, we can back cross it, or I can outsource another clone or some, another genetic, something like that. We can work from there. So the first point of narrowing everything down will be after me and Chris hunt some seeds. But with I can still get you some samples of stuff, once I like pollinate these, because it still produces flower. Just it'll be all broken up and it'll be shake, but you can test them out because I would take the seeds out of them.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
So,
that helps out a lot.
Yeah.
We did kind of touch on that before you came in too, about the dates of like when everything's going to start, the breeding's going to start, when we're going to have results from that, then we'll pop those, and then until we hunt through those. He was just saying he thinks that, I think for sure, he said by May or June, we should have product in your hands to test it, correct?
Nice.
Yeah, and that's actual crosses made and grown out to where you can select, like, all right, I want this one to be the Snosa, and then I want to tweak it this way or I want to tweak it that way, and we can go from there. But if you want to sample the raw strains that are going to get pollinated, I can have flower. Those will probably be, I want to say, like December, January time frame. And like something be shaked, and I'll have to break them all down, get all the seeds out of it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sweet. Hell yeah. That's dope. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
So, Sammy, go ahead. We're going to roll out of here in just a minute or two. Go ahead. You're going to be the final one. I'm going to let you do your shout-outs, and then you can head out if you want. And then, John, if you want to head out, do shout-outs, you can do that as well. And then we'll play a couple commercials on the way out. But, Sam, go ahead and give me some shout-outs.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all for allowing this to happen, giving me this awesome opportunity to create my own strain. It's fucking dope. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me through the ups and downs. Shout out Drumwork, shout out Joel, shout out Heatmakers, shout out Soundboy Studios, shout out all 570 Pennsylvania, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Make sure to stream all my music, stream everything, I got a bunch of cool stuff out there.
Absolutely.
Bunch of cool videos, man.
Yeah, and that's one more point. That's on what? That's on like every platform. I know Spotify.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man. But I got all these dope ass videos on my YouTube. Sammy Snow, SNO, Sammy Snow, everything, yo.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. And that's it. Yes, guys. We got, who's this? We got Matt Kern in the house, putting up 570 Poconos. That's a little somewhere in there.
Hell yeah. Dope. Jay, man, guys, thank y'all, man. Have a blessed night, bro.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Be safe.
You too,
Good
bro.
luck at court.
I'll speak to you soon.
All right.
All right, yo, peace.
Let me see if I can get. Nope. See, I'll bring it. I know everybody can see it, but I can't see anything. Man, what a night. So, bro, I'm going to head out. I appreciate you coming up and staying up the whole time. I know you had other things to do. But, I really appreciate your time, bro. And if you need anything from me, feel free. Other than that, you got anything else you want to say? Nope. I might have lost him. All right. Let me do this. No. The person joining. No, that's fine. We'll just do that. Bear with me, guys, for a second. Here we go. All right. And Kenna Queen said, have a fantastic night, brother. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We're about to roll. We just hit 2 hours on the dot for this live. I'm going to go in and use the restroom, probably grab me a sandwich from in here to eat so these people don't think I'm just some weirdo that sits in the parking lot. So, everybody, again, if you were here tonight for the whole night, you want to check them out, make sure you go check out the homies, Sammy Snow, on all platforms. Sammy Snow, SNO. Without a doubt, definitely get over. That's not it. Definitely get over. And on Instagram, for sure, and Facebook, give the homie Napalm Gardens, John Wegman, a follow and a like. And as always, if you guys have any questions, you need any information, or just need to chat, feel free to shoot me a DM. Christopher Fisher. You can also get at me at Purple Harez Gardens, the page, or the group. There's a Purple Harez direct chat over there as well. And if you're not liked or following us over at Purple Harez Gardens everywhere on all platforms, you should do that, please, directly after this live. Congratulations to all the winners. Until next time, folks, we'll have some more updates of the outdoor garden in Ohio and Michigan. Same time, same place, next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, only on the Grow Fam.